these are the dark holes I fell into this week. I almost shit myself again, guys. I'm giving you a full shit breakdown. We're breaking down multiple times. I have almost shit myself. My shit history. We're gonna get into it pretty deep, and all sort of stemming off this past 2 days of shitting that have been quite extreme. Then we got the doll. The doll. I don't know if you guys saw this. The lady assassin. She's a hitman who killed her ex-boyfriend. She's Colombian and she's attractive. Okay. Then we got a dude who wrote in. He said he's on track to bang 7 chicks in 7 days. So he lined up one girl every day, different girl for 7 days, and he's on track to complete it. And he has some questions and he has some thoughts that he wants to share with us all today on Dark Holes. Okay. Oh, it hit me in like this area. The sourness got me right in the jaw, the back of the jaw. I got nothing in my system, guys. I've been shitting like crazy for fucking about over 24 hours, I would say. So what happened was there's this one taco place in New York somewhere. I don't know where it is. I've never been there in person, but they're always on Uber Eats and they always have 2 for 1. You can do 2 for 1 burrito, $14 burrito, 2 for 1. You with a tax and everything after, you're spending about $19 to get 2 burritos. That's an $8 burrito. That's a good price, and they're good. They're good burritos. They're good, dude. But I usually get the tacos. I like the tacos, so they do 2 for 1 tacos. They come in. They're hearty. They're packed. They got carne asada. They got al pastor. They got fucking the fried fish. You put it in there, and it's like the deep fried like fish and chips kind of style. No, there's no chips, but you guys know what I'm talking about. They got all the different tacos. They're good tacos for 2 for 1. It's always 2 for 1. This place is always. I've never seen it not offer 2 for 1. And so I order from them frequently. And when you order, they give you an option. They give you, do you want mild, medium, hot, or extra hot sauce, okay? And every time I get the extra hot, it's this habanero hot sauce. It tastes so good. But when it touches my mouth, I'm like, literally. So what happened was I ordered it. What day? It's Sunday. So I ordered it on Friday night. I ordered it, and it was burning my mouth so much I had to take a scoop of Greek yogurt and just hold it in my mouth. It was burning my mouth so much, but I love it. And I lace the tacos in this sauce, and I'm just like, yeah, and I eat them and eat them and eat them. So that happened Friday night. Saturday morning, I wake up 6 a.m., I got a shit, and I'm like, whoa. You know when you get that, like, gloop, gloop? Like you feel the shit drop from like your small intestine into your large intestine, and then it's like knocking on the door of your colon. It's like, hey, we're coming. We need out, dude. We need out. And you're just like, you feel the gloop, gloop. Get up out of bed. Shit, dude. 6 a.m. shit. It was like, whoa, shit, go back to bed. And on Saturday, I made a decision where so I was on the road for a bit. I came back. I have buddies crash with me a lot, and I live in a studio. So it's like, it's a cramped space, but I want my boys to be able to like come to New York and not have to worry about fucking where they're going to stay or renting an apartment or a hotel or some shit like that. So I have a little rollout mat. I roll out and I'm like, yo, just crash here. So I got back. A buddy was crashing me. Buddy left. Another buddy came on the same day that another dude's leaving. So I didn't have like my own space for about like 2 weeks. Couldn't chill. So yesterday I was like, I'm gonna have a chill day. I haven't had a day off in at least 2 weeks. Haven't had a day off where I don't do fuck all. Last night I still did 4 spots, which is like you go to a show and you do some comedy. If you guys don't know what a spot is. I still did 4 spots yesterday, but I was like, before that, the day's going to be mine. So I was playing some video games with my buddy Cameron, who I stream with, and I was like, I'm hungry. I'm ordering these tacos again. I like these tacos. Give me the extra spicy hot sauce again, dude. Again. So I get this extra spicy hot sauce. The hot sauce is so hot that I have to put Greek yogurt in my mouth to just hold the cold. And like it's just like the Greek yogurt is so dense that it's just cold and it sits on my tongue and it sucks out all the hot. And then I go like, I ordered that again, and I think it was 24 mini donuts. That's my diet yesterday. 24 mini donuts, dude. There's this place called Six Donuts, and it's spelled like how they do it in Toronto, where you have a 6 and then the IX. Six Donuts. I looked them up on Google. They have a 5 out of 5 Google rating with like 500 reviews, which might be AI like scam upvote shit, but it was good. And they were 2 for 1. It was buy 12, get the next 12 free, dude. So I was 2 for 1ing the shit out of Uber Eats, dude. I was running 2 for 1 Uber Eats like crazy. So I get those and I eat those after. And then I pass out for like 4 hours. Like the tacos, the Uber Eats, and I was like, the donuts. I'm out cold, dude. I'm sleeping. I wake up and I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I feel rejuvenated. I feel like I earned my day off and I had a good day off and I'm still going to go do 4 spots tonight. Let's go fucking do it. So I get up, get my shit, get showered, get ready. I go do my first spot at the Greenwich Village Comedy Club in Greenwich Village. And then my second spot is in Midtown. I go up to the Midtown Grizzly Pear. I go up there to do my second spot. My next 2 spots are both down in Greenwich Village again. So I'm heading back down on the train, and I'm about 3 stops away from Greenwich. And I get the glook, glook, like I feel the shit drop. And it's like, hey, dude, we gotta go. And I'm on the train and I'm like, I've been in this situation before. And so I know the feeling. So I'm like, I know I can make it, but I'm going to be quite uncomfortable until I get there. And I'm about 20 minutes away. It's about 20 minutes of all you're thinking about is, am I shitting myself? Am I going to shit my pants? The shit is about to come out. I need to shit really bad. I got to take a shit. The whole like 20 minutes is like shit. And so I get off the train. I'm walking. When I get to the street, the McDougal Street where the Greenwich Village Comedy Club is, it's really starting to get a little severe. I'm clenching and like I'm very like my posture's never been better. I'm very straight up and I'm just like moving. It's crowded. It's fucking Saturday night. It's crowded on the street. I'm dipping into traffic and moving around cars, weaving. I'm moving around like a cat or something, getting through all these little gaps so I can get to Greenwich as fast as possible. I get to Greenwich Village Comedy Club. I go in right as I walk into the club and get to the bathroom door, a guy's walking out, and I was like, God bless, dude. Walk into there, I shit, it reeks, dude. It reeks so bad, bro. But I just shit, and I'm like, we made it. We're shitting. The UFC fight was on last night. I'm watching it on my phone. I'm shitting. Watching a guy get punched. I'm shitting. And then I go, oh, thank God. Like, it's out. We're good. Then I fucking, whatever. You wipe your ass. You wash your hands. I go and I sit with the other comics. And then I feel like, bloop, bloop. And I'm like, no, I just finished shitting. What are you talking about, dude? I just finished shitting. You can't make me shit again, dude. You can't make me shit again. And so I just wait. I'm like, this one doesn't feel like an emergency, but I definitely will need to shit again. And then I wait. I wait till the comic who is going on before me goes on stage, and then I go in the bathroom and I shit again, dude. So now I've shit twice in about 30 minutes. And I'm like, whoa, like this shit's pouring out of me. I finish shitting. I fucking whatever. You wipe your ass. You wash your hands. And there's a little spray thing. I spray the room and I go, okay, we're done, dude. Then I'm on the middle. I close one show. I'm on the middle on the midnight show. Oh yeah, in the midnight show too, a lady passed out. So the show was the vibe of the show was kind of weird. So the midnight show starts. The first comic is on stage and everyone goes, oh, there's a whole commotion. People are like, we got to call 911. All the lights come on. It's like, whoa. Some lady passed out and fell on the floor. And they were like, is she diabetic? Get her some apple juice. And then she was like, I'm fine. And then she just left. And then we just kept the show going. So it was a weird vibe in the room. She seemed like she was fine. Who knows? People pass out for whatever reason. Maybe she didn't eat enough that day. Maybe she is diabetic. Maybe she took some weird drugs, dude. There was a guy at a different comedy club recently who he was like, I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack. And they had to take him out of the room with some French guy. His wife was crying. She was like, no, he is going to die. He is going to die. That's not a good French accent. But she was bawling. And then I walked down the stairs. I was like, whoa, shit. I kind of got it. Whenever stuff like this is happening, I have no skills to help. So unless I'm one of the only people around, when there's already like 8 people on it, I leave it. That's my thing, as I leave it, because I go, I'm not adding anything. If anything, I'm just getting in the way. If someone says, hey, go grab this, I'll be there. I'll be in proximity to help it. But I don't have any help skills on people dying. So he goes, he's like, I'm having a heart attack. And they go, are you okay? He's like, I had a cannabis treat. And we were like, oh, he's having a freak out, dude. This guy's fully freaking out. Welcome to America, baby. Yeah, you had a little bit of weed, dude. They got him in an ambulance. They called and got him in an ambulance, sent him to the fucking hospital. That's going to be like $8,000 for the fucking hospital ride because you can't handle your shit, dude. Because you had a little bit of a weed cookie, having a little bit of a freak out. Sorry. Dude, yeah, been there, never went to the hospital. Every time I've had a weed freak out, I go, oh, no, this is like, you're going to get out of this. And then you spiral and you go, people are reading my mind and everyone thinks I'm a loser. And then you grab back and you go, no, we're going to get out. We're going to get out. We're going to get out. One time I was so high, I thought I found a new area of my lungs to breathe into. That's how high I got. So this guy, it was just his first weed freak out. But anyways, so yeah, there's lady falls in the show. They get her up, get her out. Third show, same thing. The comic goes up before me. I was like, I gotta shit again. I shit 3 times at Greenwich Village Comedy Club. I shit 3 times. This hot sauce is beating my digestive tract so ruthlessly, dude. So ruthlessly. And I after that shit, I go, okay, I think we got all this shit out. I take an Uber home because I'm like, I don't want to walk home. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to be too far from a toilet for too long. So I Uber home, I get home, I sleep, I'm fine. I wake up this morning, I gotta shit again like crazy. So I take a shit. My first shit of the day was kind of like soft serve ice cream. It wasn't a consistency you want, but we're getting back to solid. And I was like, okay, we're making progress at least. Then I take a second shit this morning that is literally like fluorescent orange and just painting the bowl so bad, like spraying all the sides of it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. I haven't eaten today. I just have been drinking water. The Celsius is the most calorie dense thing that has entered my body so far. Let's take a sip. Kind of concerned what this will do to the digestive tract. Then I go, okay, I haven't been outside yet. I feel really fucked up. There's no nutrition in my body. I found it hard to get out of bed. I was like, this was supposed to be a relaxing day where I kind of was lazy and I earned it and I recharged and I ate some junk food and I deserved this. I was fucking girl rotting or whatever. But turned into fucking, worst decision you can make. It's taken my progress out of the next day. So I was like, well, I got to get outside. I haven't been outside yet. Get some sunshine on your face. Go walk. I always like to go for a walk in the morning. So I go for my walk and I'm like, just don't go too far. And I do 1 lap on the block and I feel gloop, gloop. Oh, Jorge, I'm actually going to send this to you. Can you bring this up? I didn't even think we were going to use this for this. But I'm going to send you, this isn't the worst shit of the day. This was after the walk. This is the 3rd shit of the day I'm sending to Jorge right now. He's going to bring this up so you guys can see what the bowl looked like. This is 3rd shit, dude. It's not that crazy, really. But you have to remember, this is shit number 3 within about 2 hours, okay? There's a lot of splatter on the bowl. There's a lot of fucking just shit everywhere. Thank God I have a squatty potty so I can kind of get this stuff out in a clean fashion. But I just really shit, dude. I shit. You got this up for us, Jorge? I texted it to you. I don't know if you got it. Okay. But this is where we're at now. I did have a little sputter before, so I don't know if you would count that as shit 4, but something came out of my butt but it wasn't really full shit. It looked more like my butt hawked a loogie. That's kind of what it looked like. And so, yeah. And you know what? When I thought about this, I was like, holy shit, I'm really like shitting like crazy. Part of your brain goes, did I do permanent damage to my colon from eating too much hot sauce? But then I remember, I'm like, this is the third time I've done this to myself. You got it, Jorge? Show me. Yeah, here's the poop bowl. There you go, guys. You get to see what my shit looks like. Very, like, not full liquid, but like paint. It's basically the exact consistency of paint that's coming out of my asshole. You know what? I think this is a good part to get into what's going on with me. But then we're gonna go back to my other shit. We might only talk about we'll get to the doll when we get to the doll. We might only talk about me shitting for this whole episode. It might be just me shitting the episode, dude. Because I got more shit stories to share with you guys. But let's get into this section. What's going on with me, guys? Of course, guys, we got the Patreon. The Patreon's cooking every time. We got more subscribers every week. I love it. We, of course, did the 2 Girls, 1 Cup challenge last week. And then the reason why I wanted to bring this up, the paint stuff, we have, for the Patreon eps this week, we have the guy who does the biting stuff challenge. Someone did comment on, what was it called? They commented on Spotify. They're like, don't burp into the mic. And I was like, I don't know. I think I love burping into the mic. I think I love it. I think you're wrong on this. I think the burp into the mic fucking rules, dude. The echo of it, I get real good guttural burps that come into this bad boy. But the biting stuff challenge, this guy, he bites different things every day. And one of the things he bites is paint. And so I had the paint shit. He's biting paint. This is kind of the time. I got some I don't know if he'll ever see it, but I got a little bit of advice for him on his biting journey. We got the duck trying to fuck. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a mascot for a school where the field reporter claimed that the mascot hit on her and tried to fuck her while he was in the duck costume. Not like tried to, but I don't know if tried to fuck her. He didn't like fucking chase her or something, but he made a move on her while in the duck costume, which is hilarious. And then we got a write-in asking, why do bipolar chicks have the best pussy? And I have the data on it. I have the answer for you. And so I'll give you a full certified, scientific breakdown. Science I did on my own, dude. And I do my own science. You can refute my data. I don't give a shit. It's my data. I'm right. You're wrong. Of course, follow me, you fucking idiots. Guys, if you aren't following the pod, we get more followers. Honestly, the pod is growing way faster than I thought it was going to grow. And I'm like, because I've done other pods and worked on other things before, and I see how quickly these things go. We're making great progress. And I know, I've said this before, this is a fucking good product. This product is fucking fire. We got the 5-star review of the week. Remember, if you want your review left, you can go to Apple Podcasts. You can leave a review. If you want to go on Spotify, they don't let you write a review on Spotify, but you can leave a comment on a video if you'd like to do that. Our 5-star review of the week says, "This satisfies all my holes. Thank you." Boom! Right, there you go, guys. Little satisfying holes. There is a part of all of us that want our holes satisfied. Whether it's like shitting is a way to satisfy your holes, letting something out of your holes. Ladies with vaginas want something in their holes. People who like stuff in their butts want stuff in their buttholes. You want to put stuff in your mouth. A big part of life is satisfying holes. And so if this podcast can bring your ear holes are being satisfied by this podcast. We're satisfying a hole on your body. And then you get your other whole satisfaction. Whoa, what's the word?
Satisfaction?
Satisfaction. Whoa, dude. I'm shitting out my own brain at this point. That's what's going on. I forgot the word satisfaction. Goddamn, I think I need to start drinking as much caffeine because these used to make me feel like I was on coke, and now they don't make me feel almost anything. So
you just need to switch to Coke.
Switch to Coke. We can do cocaine streams. Yeah. Which I do you know Trainwreck? Have you ever seen Trainwreck before?
Yeah.
The streamer?
Yeah.
There's several people were like, wrote in, have you ever done a sober stream? And there's several clips of him with his eyes like super wide open. And he'll go off to snort Coke. And he has like his headset mic on. And you can hear like, you can hear him snorting Coke, which is so funny. Doing Coke to stream. That guy used to be one of the biggest guys too. He's big on Kick right now. But he makes a lot of money. Okay, what else is going on? Spanish. We're in and out of Spanish. I'm trying to stay on it pretty consistently with the special coming up, which we're recording in when this episode comes out. Will we have already recorded it? No. What day is it today? When this episode comes out, I think we'll literally be recording it tomorrow. Wow. Okay. So yeah, so the special is coming up, so it's like kind of all my mental energy is like going into that and making sure that's all prepped. We also added some new tour dates, so we're getting some promo and shit ready for that. That'll be out by the time you see this episode. Deadlock, we're in the fucking lock, we're ripping. I haven't jumped into Marvel Rivals yet. I did download it, and I really want to play it because I'm a big Overwatch guy, but I haven't touched it, but I want to get into it. I don't know if we're going to stream it. Maybe we will stream it. Who knows? The lift goals. So I hit my deadlift goal. I hit my squat goal. Both already. So we're going to see if we can get to 265 and 405 repping by the end of the year. Or no, 405 was the goal. So it would be 415. 415 repping, 265 squatting repping by the end of the year. We're very happy with that. And then I'm going to start. My shoulder is like, it feels really, really good, but I don't want to test it yet. I think I'm going to start doing overhead press because I know that's a really good strength workout. So we're going to add overhead press into the mix, and we got to start doing the jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. We were supposed to start already, but we haven't started yet. My December is so crazy. I'm literally gone for 2 whole weeks in December. So part of me is like, don't start now, because if you start now, you're only gonna be able to go so much. But if we wait till January, there's gonna be all the January 1st. I'm doing my New Year's resolution bullshit people there, so you kind of want to get in before them. So I think I'll at least get in the gym before then, so they know who I am and I'm not in the mix with the rest of the people. And sometimes they only can sign up a certain amount of people because they're like, oh, our gym can only fit so many people. Okay. Tour dates. Well, of course, we got Toronto. It's literally going to be tomorrow, December 13th and 14th. Oklahoma City, December 26th and 28th. We got Atlanta, Georgia, January 10th to 12th. We got Tulsa, Oklahoma, February 6th and 8th. We got Nashville, March 5th. We got Lexington, Kentucky, March 6th and 8th. We got Appleton, Wisconsin, April 24th and 25th. Get all your tickets at chadarena.com or punchuplive.com. You can snag all your stuff there. Okay, guys. That's what's going on with me. Let's get back to the shit talk, guys. As we've established, almost shit myself multiple times yesterday. I got to the toilet just in time, and I've told you guys about that one other time where the Cola Celsius really pushed the shit out of me. But that was like, I don't know, I think that was a combination of Cola Celsius and protein bars. It always, because here's the thing, some people are going to be listening to this and they're going to go, Che, you have IBS, you have blah, blah. I don't have any sort of intestinal problem, because it's whenever I'm eating good, when I'm eating my lean proteins and getting in my greens and having like some eggs and shit, I shit like a god, dude. I've said this before, sit to shit sub 15 seconds, and that's not wet, sloppy shits. That's like the shit coming out like a bar of soap, as I've said before. Solid shit, lubricated, like slips right out. That's how I shit when I'm eating. I'm making mistakes in my own life, and the 2 separate occasions where I've made these mistakes have snowballed into public shits. So let's do this in reverse order. So we're gonna go if it was a hot sauce caused, and yeah, all 3 of these are kind of hot sauce caused shitting mishaps. So one was yesterday. Then let's go back to, this is probably 2018, 2019, okay? That's when this one happened. I was working at this brunch restaurant, and the owner of the brunch restaurant brought in this Scotch bonnet hot sauce. Have I told this story before, Jorge?
I know you mentioned Scotch bonnet before, but I don't know
Okay.
if this story.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get into it anyways. If I've told this story before, forgive me, guys, but it'll lead into another story which I for sure have not told before. Um, But she got this Scotch bonnet hot sauce from her neighbor. Her neighbor made this hot sauce and it was so good. I was like, literally, they would make this one dish at this restaurant that was smoked salmon and eggs, and it was so good. If you've never had smoked salmon and eggs and they put a little sour cream and maybe a little caviar on top, it's like unreal. There's chives and shit in the eggs. It really fucking bangs. This is French shit. And so I would eat that all the time because it's a pretty lean meal. You have like some smoked salmon, some eggs, a little salad. You're like, yeah, I'm feeling fucking powerful right now. I started lathering these eggs. Like I literally would put a knife into the jar and like it was like peanut butter, put it over the eggs. And I did that multiple days in a row, dude. Because I think I was working Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, I think it was a Friday I did it for lunch. Saturday I did it for lunch. And then on this Sunday when I was headed to work, it was like 6 a.m. I remember how this would work is I would catch a bus from where I lived and it would go like 3 stops. I would get off and then I would walk south maybe like 10 minutes and then I would be right at this restaurant. It was a very quick trip to work and it's 6 a.m. It's cold out. I remember it was a foggy day. I remember the fog, which helped a lot because I needed some cover at a certain point. The fog really was like almost like a Batman-esque smoke bomb for what was about to happen. I'm walking off the bus down to this restaurant. I would pass through this school and walk through this field, and then I feel the gloop, gloop, I feel the shit drop. And this wasn't like when I was heading to Greenwich Village where it was like, you can make it. This was like, it was like the poop was digging its fingernails into my asshole and was like prying my asshole open. It was like, I'm coming out right now. And I'm doing that walk where you're clenching your asshole so tight and you're standing very straight up and you're walking and you're digging your toes into the ground. And I'm like, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? And I go, I'm not going to make it. And then there was these those like stone picnic tables that they have them sometimes on like school grounds, sometimes at like a beach or something. They had them there, and I go and I kind of duck behind one of these stone picnic tables, and I'm holding on to the seat of the picnic table so I can kind of lean back, so I know I'm leaning back far enough so I'm not shitting into my own pants. The fog is all around me, giving me a little bit of cover, and I just start shitting hot shit. And it was a cooler day. You can see the steam coming off of my shit. I'm just shitting hot, liquid fucking Scotch bonnet shit right onto the fucking, like, wherever this is, with it onto the school ground. And I was just like, ugh. And then I fucking take off a sock, wipe my ass, throw the sock away, and then I just keep heading down to work. Because what was my other option? Shit my pants? Like, shit my pants, and then fucking, if I shit my pants, not only did I shit my pants, I have to go back home because I shit my pants, but then I'm late for work, and then I got to tell all the people at work, they're like, hey, why were you late? I got to go, I shit my pants this morning because of the Scotch bonnet hot sauce I ate too much of. I couldn't do that. I would have risked losing my job. This way, I mean, maybe it rained, and then it washed the shit away, but I worked the entire day with one sock, I'll tell you that much. And so that taught me, hey, you can't eat too much of this Scotch bonnet hot sauce, which I forgot about. I need this reminder every, like, what was it that was like 5 years ago? About every 5 years, I need this reminder. Because let's go back to 2009. Let's go back to 2009. I'm hanging out with some buddies. It was either 2009 or 2010 for sure, because I was in grade 11 or grade 12. I was hanging out with some buddies. And he had an older brother. He would get us booze. We got some Old Milwaukees, and we're fucking drinking old. I don't know if you guys know Old Milwaukee. It's a pretty like grimy beer. There's a lady on the can. We're kind of slugging those back. I got a 6-pack of Old Mill, and we're slugging those back, hanging out at my buddy's house. And we order Subway. We get some Subway. I think we went to a Subway and picked it up. I got 2 pizza subs and finished them both. And I lathered those things with jalapenos. 2 pizza subs. So all that's in my stomach this day, I don't think I ate anything before, was 2 pizza subs, which already the food quality at Subway is like super low. I get 2 pizza subs, and then I pour Old Milwaukee all over it. So there's those pickled jalapenos sloshing around in my stomach, that processed meat, that weird pizza sauce they put on it. There was definitely some olives, some mayo, just glug, 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 glug. And I'm walking home from hanging out with my buddy, and I get the fucking glug, glug as I'm walking home. And it's this, I remember I had the cover of Night. It was late at night. I went and I snuck away, and I just shit on this on this path. I was walking on this like dirt path. I like ducked into the forest, shit into the forest on the dirt path, wiped my ass with a sock, dropped it. Then I'm about like 10 minutes from there, maybe about 5 minutes from my house, and then I feel the gluk gluk again, dude. I take another diarrhea shit on this trail. I think this time it was like there was like you would go down a trail and then you would walk through a playground and then you would go down another trail. This might have been on the playground I shit again. So it's like fucking sorry to the kids, bro. They're like, man, this dog had some diarrhea and it used a sock to wipe its ass. So then I burned both those socks. Oh, yeah, and there was another one. God damn, dude. Okay, I've had some diarrhea situations. There was another one where I was working, and all of these related to bad diet, guys. All of these are related to bad diet. I was working at McDonald's. So now we're going back in the timeline. So I was probably about 17 for the double pizza sub. Now if we go further back in the timeline, I'm about 14 in this one. I'm working at McDonald's, and I would go out and get shit-faced with my buddies on the weekends, and then they would have me work like the 5 a.m. shift at McDonald's, and I didn't care. I showed up hungover as fuck, feeling like shit. I show up, I probably smell like booze, I probably look like shit, and I'm working, and the dude who worked there was like such a fucking good dude. He saw how rough of shape I was, and so I do the open, I put the muffins in the oven, and there's stupid breakfast shit, I get it all prepped, and then he goes, hey dude, do you want to go home today? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, all right man, you can go home. I grab all my shit. I throw all my shit in my bag. I'm walking home from the McDonald's. I lived close to McDonald's. Again, I'm on this like dirt trail. And then I feel the gluk, gluk, and I go, I'm not going to make it home, dude. I jump off this dirt trail. I go into the bushes and I shit, and I'm shitting in the bushes. And then I take my McDonald's shirt out of my backpack, wipe my ass with the McDonald's shirt, throw it next to the shit, and just go, adios, dude. And then I think I quit working at McDonald's like maybe a couple weeks after that. Because I was like, at that point, I was like now borrowing a shirt from other people. I'd be like, hey, you guys got a shirt laying around? They're like, what happened to your shirt? And I was like, I don't know. I lost it. And it's like, no, I fucking used it to wipe my ass when I had horrible diarrhea, dude. Yeah, so it's been several instances of like, and then there was all the Mexico shit. We'll leave the Mexico shit out of it right now, but I've had some questionable shits, and it's always related to what I ate. Always, always, always. Have you ever had some close calls, Jorge?
I don't think I've shit myself in public. I've had, since moving here, I've had 2 times where I've shit myself. Like once I got home, like a couple months ago, there was one situation where I was on the train and like I felt it in my stomach, and I'm close enough to home where I can just rush.
Yeah.
And then as I'm walking up my stairs, I'm like, what are the odds that my roommate is in the bathroom right now?
Oh no.
And so I go open the door, roommate's in the bathroom, and I'm like, shit. I feel like as I'm walking up the door, the shit's coming out of my butt.
Yeah.
So then I run into my room, grab a plastic bag with from a bodega, and I just had to shit in the bag. And It's just a mixture of like mush and liquid that was just coming out. And I was like, but at least I was in the comfort of my own home, not out on the street.
I had one a little worse than you. Same sort of thing. I was home and my buddy was fucking this girl in the shower, and we had one bathroom. And I knew he was up there fucking her. And then I was like, I needed to shit. And there was I didn't have a plastic bag or nothing. Maybe there was, and I just wasn't clever enough. I grabbed a pot and I shit in a pot, dude, one of our pots. And then behind our building was all this construction and dirt and all this shit. I just went like far into the dirt and then just fucking threw the pot shit out into the fucking construction site, dude. So someone probably, and it was closed, it had a lid on it, and so someone probably found this pot. It's like, what's this pot doing here? And they open it, and they're like, what the fuck? Someone shit in this pot, and it was his pot. It wasn't mine. He probably was like, where's that pot, dude? What the fuck happened to that pot? How does a pot go missing?
And the lid.
And the lid, dude. And I think we were just moving out of that place, and probably about I think it was very close, like a week or two was left. So it never came up. But if we had been living there for a while, he would have been like, have you seen this pot? And I would have been like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. What are you talking? A pot? A pot? I've never seen that pot before in my life. I shit in the pot, man. A lot of questionable. Now that I'm going through it and I'm leaving stories out, I have a lot of questionable shits, man. A lot of questionable shits. I think we need to get to a place where, okay, let's just go to this. I know we're supposed to get to the doll, but we'll get to the doll later. Let's get to this lady pooping in the grocery store, because we're on the poop track right now. I want to watch this with you guys. This lady shitting in a grocery store. And right now, this is going to be, we're kind of starting a segment called I shit myself in a grocery store, or I shit in a grocery store, something in that realm. Because now we got 2 episodes in a row where we have people shitting in grocery stores. Is it 2 in a row? Yeah, I think it's 2 in a row. Or there might have been a gap in between. But regardless, it's a recurring theme. So I'm going to try and keep finding people who shit in grocery stores and bringing up that content. Let's see. Let's bring this up for me, Jorge. Look at this lady. This lady's coming around the corner. She's like, I gotta shit. It looks like she's trying to shit into the bag. She's like, I gotta shit into this bag. But then she just pulls it off so poorly. She gets the shit out fast. And then, oh no, because it's not a bag. It's like some type of cloth. And this is the worst move ever. She tries to now clean the shit, and she's smearing the shit everywhere. She's getting it all over the place, dude. No, don't mop the shit. Or she's just like, now like pushing it under some cans and bottles. So people are gonna be walking through here and be like, what smells like shit? And there's no identifier. It's like she left an old fish and took an old fish, threw it under the shelves so just for it to rot. Bro, and then this lady comes by. She's keeping her cool, but she's probably like, what smells like shit, dude? Holy fuck. Okay, if you're gonna shit in first of all, let's go back to my original statement about shitting in a grocery store. Just ask the people there to use the bathroom. We, as a public, need to, like, the whole, like, bathrooms are for customers only. We need to throw that out. What we need is everyone gets one shot at least. If someone comes into your restaurant, they look questionable, or your establishment, they look questionable, you let them shit once. You remember their face. Maybe you go, I gotta take a picture of you. So I remember you. And if they go in the bathroom, they fuck that shit up. They like piss all over the seat. They shit all over the seat. They fucking do coke in there, or fucking some sort of intravenous drug. They never get to come back. But you give them one. As a public, we need to let people shit and piss, dude. Let them, we are all doing it, and we got to do it like fucking urgently sometimes. And don't act like you haven't been there. If you're someone who has never been in a situation where you urgently need to shit, you're a small part of the population, dude. You're like, someone who's never had an emergency shit is like the same as like making it to the NBA or something. I think it's a smaller pool, honestly. It's a smaller group of people who've never been like, LeBron James has had an emergency shit. Most of the NBA has had like I gotta shit. If you're someone who's like, every time I need to shit, it's like clockwork. I know exactly when I'm gonna shit. My shits run on time like trains, dude. Then you're a very unique individual, and you should be studied. We need to start swabbing your colon. We need to get in there with the camera. We need to look around, see what the shit maybe you have a different makeup. They go, oh fuck, they don't have the same foliage or whatever inside the colon as we do, and we need to try and replicate it. You should be on the highest level of breeding. If you've never had an emergency shit, like there's stuff you look for if you're gonna be like if you're a lady, you're looking for like a sperm donor, or if you're looking for like a surrogate, it's like, okay, how athletic are you? Or do you have like high risk of disease? Do you have like high risk of like poor like bones or injury or anything like that? Then it should be like, how's your shitting, dude? Are you shitting really good? Do you shit real nice? Do you shit on time? Do your shits come out like a bar of soap, even if you eat too much hot sauce? Is that that should be on the list too? What's your shits like, dude? But we got to start letting people shit, man. But this lady, come on, dude. Come on. Just fucking, if you are going to shit in public, accept that you're shitting in public. Don't do, this is like the dude who shot the CEO. That'd be like if he shot him and then after he went, we got to do CPR. We got to bring this guy back to life. No. You shit on the floor. Leave the shit. Take the fuck off and get out of there like Sly Cooper. Like, just sneak out of this place, dude. You're in there, you're shitting, you're going after the Thievius Raccoonus. That's a fucking deep cut reference for you guys. Not a lot of people are going to remember Sly Cooper. He's one of the great Sony mascots. But you just go after that. Her whole act of mopping up the poop, pushing, like, whatever, like, thing she had there to try and mop up the shit, you're making it so much worse for everyone else. Because now someone's got to come in there, they got to move a shelf to clean your shit, dude. If it's all shit contained in one spot, they would come in, they would fucking mop it up. I'm assuming it's a liquidy shit, so you pour a little hot soapy water on it, you get in there with the mop, you suck it up in the mop, you rinse it a few times, it's done. Maybe it was a clumped together shit. There's that video of a dude taking a real big shit, and it's like a huge shit, and it's very dry and clumped together, means it's been in there for a long time. But fuck, dude, I can bring up that video too. I think we just need a bunch of videos of people shitting in public. But you just leave it. You just leave it, dude. You just leave it, bro. And someone comes, if it's a clumped together shit, they get in there with the bag, bro. They get in there with the bag. That's honestly the worst part of, if you've ever had a dog, you know you have to pick up your dog's shit, of course. The worst part of picking up your dog's shit is when you put the bag on your hand and then you touch the shit and then you feel the warmth. You feel the warmth of the shit. Because, of course, it smells like shit, but you forget that shit, it comes out of a body and it's not just a gross thing. There's like a life to it. It's connected to a being. And I always think about those people who have like huge dogs who got like Cane Corsos or like fucking, what's that big guy? Like a Great Dane. I'm like, you got to probably pick up that shit in 2 bags. Unless you're coming in, the bag's so big, you're putting both hands in there and then you're scooping up the shit with both hands and you're really fucking getting it in there. But yeah, the heat through the bag, it just reminds you that like, oh my God, this came out of a living being and it is shit. It's like an organic waste material that I'm feeling the power of right now. Dude. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's get into this doll. Can you, Jorge, search up the doll? This is Karen Julieth Ojeda Rodriguez, and then we'll probably have time for one write-in. We have 2 here. We might have time for both. But here she is, the doll. Show me a little video of the doll. Of course, smoking hot. For those of you who don't know, she's a hitman who recently, I guess, hit woman. Let's be progressive over here. She's a shining star in a male-dominated industry. There's not a lot of, oh my God, she is very hot. And it's kind of the look that she gives, that menacing look. It's the look of I will kill you, very Black Widow-esque. But part of your brain goes, I need to know what the puss is like. And she killed her ex-boyfriend. That's something they tell you. That's a salacious part of the story. Apparently she got him like people to jump on him. Yeah, everyone's saying Aubrey Plaza should play her. And of course, Aubrey Plaza, she's got that dark, mysterious, like, I don't give a fuck sort of grunge core kind of feel. But it's an actress. You want to go to the source. In this situation, you want the real psychotic puss, because you gotta believe that shit was top tier. You gotta know that, like, if you like heard the gamble and you're like, hey, it's a 60-40. 60% chance she kills you, 40% chance she does it, but you don't even get to know what the puss is like beforehand. We don't even tell you if it's good or bad, but you just based on who she is, you take that gamble. It's a 60-40, and you don't get to know either. You don't get to know after. It's not like after you jizz, like a sign pops up that goes, you're gonna die in X amount of days. You just have to live with the paranoia that she might pop up and kill you sometime. you're still probably going to do it. You're still probably going to do it. My thought process would be, for me, it'd be closer to an 80-20. That would be, this is how I'm going to lie to myself. Because I'm going to be like, I'm going to come in with my A game. I'm going to give her the bet. I'm going to give her dick so good that she's going to be like, I got to let him live. I'm going to get fucking all my moves. I'm using every move, dude. Every move. All the fucking flips, the skips, the fucking pickups, dude, of this time in the gym. This is what this has been about. This is why we've been getting these reps in. This is why we're getting our max lifts up, is so that we can fucking lay it down on this lady and fucking live to see another day. Also, if this gets back to my girlfriend, I love you so dearly. And of course, this is all a joke, of course. I'm joking. We're doing content.
It's a comedy podcast.
It's a comedy podcast. I'm not actually going to fuck a lady hitman. Oh, okay. Okay, that was the doll. That was the doll, guys. Very, very, very exciting. Okay, let's get into the write-ins. Okay. Jorge, can you read this one for me? The second one there, it says write-in question / question for the pod is the title of it there. You see that there? Read that guy for me.
I'm on track for a personal record, having sex with a different girl each day of the week. I'm on 5 out of 7 with 2 more dates lined up before the week is over. What are your thoughts on personal records and if they're worth going after / are they morally acceptable? I feel kind of cool, but also pretty gross and sleazy. Some of the girls are hot Latina baddies, but 1 or 2 have been below par. None of them know that I'm attempting to achieve this feat. What are your thoughts, Che? P.S. Pod just keeps getting better. Thanks for the quality and relatable content, my man.
Sick, dude. So this whole quest of trying to fuck a different chick every day for 7 days, and also if you're at home being like, I fucked this many, but this isn't a competition with you guys. This guy has his own, this is an own personal goal. Like you go to run your marathon time, you're only competing against yourself. You're not competing against anyone else. This guy's on his own journey, and he's doing his own thing. I think from where I hear this, you're at a certain stage in your life where you're like, yeah, this kind of feels good. Some of them being below par. That's the game, dude. That's the game. You're padding the numbers. You're padding the stats a little bit. I don't know if you heard about the Jordan thing. Apparently Michael Jordan, his stats were padded because you couldn't like review the footage in the same way. So they were like, anytime there was a turnover, they gave it to Jordan to make him seem like he was a god in all areas. So they padded his stats a little bit. You go and see some of the best athletes of all time. You find out they've been popped for performance-enhancing drugs, or they were deflating the balls, or they were spying on people. Everyone's cheating a little bit. You're padding the numbers with a couple dumpies? That's fine, dude. That's what you need to do to be great. That's what you need to do to be great. You got to pad. You got to pad with some dumpers, though. But you talking about this in the stage of life that you're in, dude. I think this is good. I think this is good for you because you're like, I kind of feel sleazy, but I kind of feel cool. What you're doing, what you eventually learn is like, all the fucking and all the jizzing and having a good time and getting your dick wet and running around, it is all stories at the end of the day. It's all the experience of it is good, but it's very drug-esque. It's like eating a chocolate bar or snorting a line of Coke. You get the high in the moment, and then it's gone. And then what you have with it afterwards is stories. You can go and tell someone, yeah, this one time I did this, and this girl was like this, and you're hanging out with the boys, and you're playing COD, and you're having some beers, and you're doing whatever, and it gets a big laugh, and you have a good story. That's what it really ends up being. And then also what you're doing is you're satisfying that unknown in your brain. If you lived your life and you never did this, you never fucked a couple baddies, you never fucked a couple dumpies, you would be, when you got older, you would be like, man, what would have, like, I kind of wish I whored out for a little bit. I kind of wish I experienced that. Like, there's that back to basketball, that Wilt Chamberlain thing. Apparently Wilt Chamberlain fucked 20,000 women in his career, and he said, I would rather have fucked one woman 20,000 times. But that's because he did it. He did it. He doesn't have the question. If he had turned down like orgies and supermodels and all this shit, then he he would have, when he got older, he would have maybe been like, I wish I kind of indulged in that stuff because it's a once in a lifetime sort of opportunity for someone of my stature. No one else really is able to do those kind of things. And so after you experience the thing and you try the thing, whoa, that came from deep in the soul. Then you look back and you go, actually, this other lifestyle is better. This, the whatever, and I'm not saying you're going to achieve that. Maybe you find that you're like, actually, I think fucking around and throwing my dick around for my whole life is the right path for me. But regardless, you do the exploration, you try the shit, you travel to the countries, you fucking eat the weird bug, you fucking, I don't know, you fuck the strange chick, you try Taekwondo, you go and you do the things to know that whether you do like them or you don't like them, and then there's no like unknown or no regrets about anything. My buddy had a similar thing where he just moved to New York, and he's a hilarious comedian out of Canada. And he was talking about he's more seasoned than I am, and he was talking about how he has this opportunity to move, and there's like also the allure to just stay in Canada. You have your family over there, you won't make as much money or have as much opportunity, but you can live a good living. And he was like, he's like, yeah, but if I never took the shot to move to New York and try it out with the big dogs, it's like you got the opportunity to go to the NHL and you said no. Even if you were going to wash out, it's like you kind of want to do it anyways. Not that I don't think he's going to wash out. This guy's a murderer. But you got to try. You got to try. So this is you. This is what you're doing. You're trying and you're exploring this lifestyle to figure out whether or not you like it, and you will get some good stories. And then what you learn later when you have that realization that you go, oh, it's all stories, you're like, I can make stories anywhere. I can like all these, whether it's like, okay, let's say you do this, and then a few years from now, you go, hey, I've been whoring it out for 3 years, and I'm kind of exhausted in this, and these stories and these experiences and these highs aren't worth what they were worth before. And so now I want a committed thing, and you meet a lady, and you have a good time with her, and you have some kids, and you get your family and whatever. Now you're making new stories that are equally as hilarious, as relatable, and exciting. You look at someone like Louis C.K., some of the best shit that launched off his career was him talking about his kids. And so those stories are equally as entertaining and as good and as fun and keep people around and everything. So I hope I'm making some sense here. Am I making sense, Jorge? Okay, cool. But yeah, I think it's great what you're doing. You won't have any questions left after you complete this feat. Is it sleazy? I would say it's only sleazy if you were promising some type of monogamy to these women. My rule for whoring has always been be 100% honest. Like anytime when I was younger, I had that thing of like, oh, you're kind of, your idea around sex is like, oh, if I'm hooking up with a lady, I owe her something for the sex. But it's like, no, this is an equal exchange. We're both two grown-ass adults fucking, and then we're both having fun. Hopefully, we're both having a good time. I'm at least trying to make you have a good time. And so that's an equal exchange, right? And so when that realization happens, especially when you learn that some chicks aren't getting dick down real good and you're getting callbacks, they're like, hey, I need you to come dick me down. You're like, I am actually providing a service that a lot of other guys aren't providing. So I'm willing to like, we're even is what I'm saying. So it's only sleazy if you're lying. Don't lie. Just be honest. Be like, hey, yeah, no, this is casual. I just kind of looking for a casual thing. And if they're just looking for a casual thing too, bing, bang, boom. If a girl goes like, hey, what are we? Don't be like, I don't know. Let's see what happens here. And I kind of want to explore some blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, maybe I'm not. Just be like, yeah, I'm not looking for anything serious. So I think this is just sex. And if you're cool with that, I'm down to keep doing this. But if you're not, then we can totally call it off. So as long as you're not bullshitting the chicks, it's not sleazy. All right, let's get to our next write-in. What's our next guy? We got, I was halfway gay at a gangbang. Can you read this for me, Jorge?
I used to bartend orgies and lifestyle parties.
Nice.
Very lucrative, by the way. When everyone was nice and drunk, I'd just make a potent punch and have people self-serve. I was asked to join in on a gangbang. This fine lady was plugged up like a professional. No hole was lacking a meaty cock. So as soon as the mouth opened up, I found my way there. This, honestly, without a doubt, was the best head I've ever had. She had a split tongue, so it was just magical.
Wow.
but the splooge snuck up on me, and as I was taking my cock out of her mouth to take a wiener breath, I came so violently hard all over this dude's face that was getting rode. He got a little mad, but he got furious when she licked it off his face and swished it in her mouth and spit it in his mouth while he was talking. My cum went in a dude's mouth. Am I a little gay?
I would say no. You're not a little gay. Your cum went in a dude's mouth. Like the sentence, my cum went in a dude's mouth, that's a gay sentence. That but the context here, you're getting blown by a lady. Like if you say my cum went in a dude's mouth, a lady was blowing you, he came in her mouth, she spit the cum into a bag, and then she like went over to an apartment 2 apartments over, and then she gave the cum to a guy, and then he ate the cum. That doesn't make you gay. This is a very unfortunate situation. I would be furious too. I would be furious. What's wild to me is that this guy gets his face cummed on. He's probably immediately like, what the fuck? Oh, and so she was riding him. Okay, so she's riding him. So she's up. This guy's down. He can't move too much. This is like, he's like pinned. You're getting blown from above. You pull your dick out. You start jizzing. It's raining. And he's like, get the fucking Jesus Christ. And so he's pissed. She comes down, licks up the cum. There's cum on his face. He's like, fuck, dude, this is fucked up. I think you have to be a little bit, you have to be a little chill about it, I would say. Like, it's a gangbang. Jizz is going to fly out. Ugh. I don't know, dude. If it was me, I would be fucking pissed off. You fucking control your jizz, dude. Jizz where you're supposed to jizz. Don't jizz on fucking strangers. But her spitting into the guy's mouth is wild. Because he's talking and he's like, what the fuck, dude? Why'd you? And she's like, Toof. And he's like, fuck, that's gross, dude. But no, if the question is, are you gay for this? No, you're not gay for this. I mean, if you liked it, if the thought of your jizz getting spit into another dude's mouth, even out of a lady's mouth, and that you think about that and you go, that kind of got me going. Then yeah, you're not 100% straight. No, there's definitely a little gay tinge floating around in you. But I really feel bad for this guy, dude. Because he had nowhere to go. He can't, what does he do? Buck her off? Like it's the fucking UFC? He's like, I got to get out of her full mount, and just fucking sends her flying as the cum's raining down on top of him. Really bad situation, dude. I would say for you just got to be a little bit more responsible with your jizz. You can't be just jizzing on the loose like that. You can't. You're at a gangbang. You got to be, there's rules of a gangbang. Like fucking cut your nails, wash your hands. Don't jizz on people who don't want to be jizzed on. I think these are some commonalities of what can be accepted. I like that she was completely filled. That's very, very funny. And that you were just bartending there, and they invite you in. I would feel like once the booze is flowing and everyone's banging, people kind of go like, hey, you dude, you want to fucking get in here too? And it kind of gets squirrely. I don't know if you've ever seen those Dancing Bear. Do you guys know Dancing Bear? You know Dancing Bear, Jorge?
Of course.
Yeah. So it's the one where it's like a fake strip club thing, and it's kind of supposed to be a stripper party, and the stripper comes in, and girls start blowing him, and he's Dancing Bear. He's dancing around. And there's one, the way the Dancing Bear things work is there's chicks that are porn stars that are there, and they're signed up to suck this guy's dick. And then the other chicks are basically just background actresses that are just there to fill the area to make it seem like it's an actual bachelorette party or something. But every now and again, one of these chicks gets worked up and just fucking blows Dancing Bear or jerks him off or whatever. And one of my buddies has, I think it was an E-fucked video. He's like, this was my favorite E-fucked video, where it's the same situation, and this chick blows Dancing Bear, and she's like so into it. And then after he jizzes, you see like the realization of what happened kind of like enter her face, and she almost starts crying. And then they zoom in on her hand, and she has an engagement ring on. And you're like, whoa, dude, that engagement's ruined. I'll tell you that much. Okay, do we have time for one more here? We got one more right in. Long story short, I hooked up with my mom's ex-husband's sister after they had divorced. She came on to me first. I like how you're like in the defensive position. You're like, yeah, I had nothing to do with this one. So it's your mom's ex-husband's sister. I think that's fine. That's fine. It's like a little unethical, but there was some sort of sexual tension between the two of you. And you know what? They're divorced. It's fucking dead. It's like, whatever, dude. This chick has no blood relation to you. You fucked. This is like, there's like a naughtiness to it because you're not really supposed to fuck this person. Like there is some sort of moral quandary there. But as long as no one really finds out, I think even if it's your mom's ex-husband's sister. So I don't know what the age difference would be. I'm assuming it would be a little significant. But it might be a little like it could be like almost like you're fucking like an older MILF or something like that. And it was like this older lady you're not really supposed to fuck. There's several like power dynamics and taboos that you're crossing here that I understand why this is like hot. You're like, oh yeah, you know, she's like fucking, yeah, whatever, dude. This one is just a wash. You go like, this was a jizz. You don't tell anyone about it. And it was probably decent. Are you bad for it? Nah, dude. No one really gets hurt in this situation. Was your mom going to get pissed off? No. Her ex, if anything, you're kind of drilling it to her ex-husband. This guy who might have wronged your mom. You're like, hey, I fucked your sister. Bang. If anything, that's a win for the good guys, I would say. But anyways, guys, this has been Dark Holes. Big shit-focused episode. We talked about shit a lot on this episode. I had a lot of shit stories to cover. I think that's probably the title is going to be like, I almost shit myself 4 times. And then that'll give you guys a good idea of what we're going to be talking about the entire time. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Of course, if you want more Chadorana content, you can go to chadorana.com. You can go to Chadorana on all platforms. That's CHEDURENA. You can check out my tour dates at chadorana.com. You can go check out the Patreon if you guys want another episode this week. We do extra episodes every week. And once we hit that Patreon goal, I will be getting the words Dark Holes tattooed on my lip. Did I say Dark Holes or did I say I was going to at Dark Holes with like DHWCD? I think I said I was going to do that. Because a few less letters, of course. It's my first tattoo. Let me live. All right, guys. Bye.